Welcome to a really hot episode of Pipeline Talk. I'm Bradley Chambers, your host here in hot Las Vegas. As you can see, I'm dressed for the beach. It's like over 100 degrees. It's so hot here. My team is threatening workers' comp issues, but joke's on them because this is not even a real company. I haven't filed taxes in 20 years. But it's over 100 degrees. I'm dressed in my favorite summer attire. As you can see, I am supporting Creed for president in 2024. And Joel, I would like to ask you today if you would like to publicly endorse Creed as your candidate for president of America in 2024.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
All right. They've always taken me higher, so I'm going to write them in. I'm really looking forward to it. But I know it's always been your dream to be on this show. And with a name like Joseph Vincent, it sounds like you could have invented something really cool. So I really want to ask a bit of your backstory. Did you go to college anywhere interesting?
It's Joel, Bradley.
You sure?
Yes.
All right.
From the looks of it, I guess that whole Bitcoin thing didn't really work out for you.
Look, I went on that boat with my keys, and ironically enough, it was called the SS Minnow. And how would I know it would crash and I would lose my keys? So that's why I'm here eating hot wings with you. Are you sure it's Joel? I thought it was Joe.
It's Joel.
Joel, okay.
Joel.
But yeah, college. Where did you go to college at? Anywhere fun? Anywhere interesting? Did you learn anything?
It actually MIT.
Actually, MIT.
Yeah.
The MIT.
The MIT.
Did you? Is this like a audited class? Took an iTunes U course, or did you actually like get an actual degree?
So it's an actual degree. I'm happy to be here, but why don't we talk about some hot things and eat some hot wings?
Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna pick out some sauce for me here. You pick out a hot one for yourself. Wings are my favorite food. Now, when I was in my 20s, we used to have a reoccurring guys' night on a Tuesday night, and it was at this hole-in-the-wall bar, and it's 20 wings for $6.99. And the initiation to this group was you had to eat 40 wings. And one night, I did eat 40 wings, and I did not go to work the next day. So I thought that you would want to know that story. But these are good wings, so let's take a bite.
Cool story, bro.
Okay, maybe it's pretty hot. Look, I spit that out. These wings are hot, Joel, and from the looks of it, I know you're bald, and I can really see that these wings are hot. And one of the things in tech right now that's very, very hot is this AI thing. And I know that Cribl just launched a new AI tool, and I really just want to learn more about it and see how hot it is.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot like Copilot and, wait, what the man? Why do you not, what's going on?
I'm allergic to peppers. I didn't need to remind you of that, but I am allergic to peppers, so I just don't want to be sick tomorrow. Don't be. Cribl's Copilot AI, everything I read this like 30 seconds before we came on the air because honestly, I didn't really want to do this to begin with. But it looks like it's helping your customers manage their onslaught of data growth. The way it reads is a 28% CAGR. That sounds like a lot. I don't know what CAGR means, but that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, Bradley, it is. And the growth of data, the problem for IT and security is that their resources aren't growing. So the question is, how do you keep up with that kind of data growth without actually using more money or being able to hire more people? And the answer is you get a productivity enhancer or an accelerator. And that's what Copilot is. It augments their skill sets, gives them answers, makes them more productive, and they can actually start to keep up with their data growth without actually adding resources.
So really for security and IT teams, Copilot is like a cold glass of milk on a hot summer day. This episode of Pipeline Talk is sponsored by Milk. Got milk? How does this improve a engineer's time to productivity with Cribl's software?
Yeah, well, it helps teams speed up how they helps teams speed up their deployments. It gives them answers to tricky questions. It gives them some head starts on configuring their infrastructure. It can even help them do search queries to find the data that they need. and really get them moving. So what it does is it sort of bridges the gap, a skills gap that you have when you first start using a tech product. So yeah, you understand tech product, right? And what I mean by that.
CD player is about the farther I got on new technology. So you're saying like if I was an idiot.
Hence the Creed.
Creed is a great band. Just for the record, Creed is top 10 all time. So, actually the number 1. So you're saying that if I was an idiot, I could just use Copilot and I could like just do everything. Don't even need to hire engineers. It does everything with a click of a button, right? It's like it's a magic button.
Not quite. I mean, I think there are folks out there who want you to think AI is magic, but obviously it's the furthest thing from magic. But then again, anything technologically advanced to the stupid is indecipherable between that and magic. So I can understand how you might.
So you're saying that it's not that a lot of the talk around AI is just a lot of marketing hype, but you are a marketer, because you were the engineer. Sorry. So it's really kind of overhyped. And what Cribl's doing is they're looking at AI in a more rational stance, how it actually works for their customers, and it actually makes an impact, and it's not complete.
I think that's probably a pretty decent way, very surprising coming from you. Good way to describe it.
I used AI to write that script.
There you go.
One of the ways that I always like to think of analogies, it's kind of like putting sunscreen on your body, and it keeps a brain drain. It keeps a brain drain from leaving. If you have team members moving, it's easier to train new team members because they get kind of a productivity boost. It's an enhancement as they start to learn Cribl's software. Is that more like what you're saying? Don't forget to eat your hot wings, Joel. I paid a lot of money for those.
I got you. Yeah, it is. That's one way to look at it. The other thing to think about is cloud infrastructure is getting more and more complex over time. And what AI is able to help you do is understand the complexity a little more, ask it questions in sort of natural language. Where do I find the person using S3 buckets the most, or EC2 instances is who's burning up all our money in the cloud. Excuse me. And
is this something where like your customers have to pay a lot of extra money to have this?
no, this comes baked into your Cribl deployment. So it's there every step along the way. In fact, you can even go into the Cribl community and ask the AI questions directly from our Slack community. So it is a part of your service, and it's actually part of being part of the Cribl community, an advantage to being part of the Cribl community.
Well, there you have it, folks. From the looks of this, these wings are as hot as Cribl's Copilot AI. It sounds like something that Cribl customers are just going to love, and it's baked right into their products. Seems like, I'm not a finance person, it seems like you could just charge extra for this, but it sounds like Cribl really cares about its customers making good use of its products and getting up to speed quickly. Now, I think one question I have is, when people become Cribl customers, do you charge them like tens of thousands of dollars for training? Because that seems like a good business idea. I'm sure y'all charge a lot for that training, right?
Cribl U, totally free to anybody who wants to try it. And it is not just about our products. It's actually you might learn a thing or two if you jump in there, if you figure out how to use a computer. It'll teach you not only about the products, but how to actually architect solutions and get the data you want. So it's about being a solution architect more than it is about being expert on Cribl products.
Does it work on Windows 95? Because that's what my computer runs. I'm a great Minesweeper and Solitaire, and I've been applying for graphic designer positions because I'm really good at paint. All right. Well, if you can eat these wings, if you can learn how to use Cribl products, I think you can survive the data growth that's affecting every organization around the world. A 28% CAGR for data growth. Cribl Copilot is baked into all of Cribl's products. It's really exciting, Joel. It's really exciting.
Really easy to say.
Now, you didn't eat all your wings. Do you want a doggy bag?
Sure.
Okay, we got one of those. We're going to charge you for these. Now, again, lastly, I do want to thank my sponsor for this, Milk. Got milk. Drink all your milk. And don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. All right, that's pretty good dry run. You ready for the real thing?
This.